What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cure. And we're returning to Faith 1981. Hello, Luca. And we're going to listen to a 2-for-1. I believe there was a suggestion that these two go seamlessly together and there's no full stop between them, so I'll let them play all the way through. But the first track is Funeral Party, and the next track is Doubt. Now, Doubt immediately fits in with the concept of faith, and in relation to the first couple tracks, which seem to get at the idea of not feeling like you actually buy into or are a part of the culture, religious culture, society that you're brought up into, and feeling disconnected from the way other people are engaging with it, and perhaps as you age, feeling like the trajectory that was laid out before you is not actually what you're experiencing or what you see. Funeral Party is more, let's say, secular in a way, and yet at the same time, certainly funerals around the world are practiced often within the context of a belief system, a religious community. Now, of course, the phrase itself has always not amused me, but there's a bit of a amusing aspect of the way you can interpret the word party. Like a funeral party, a party of people can just be a group of people, but a party can also be a celebration. And indeed, the idea of celebrating someone's life and even their passing is part of funerals and wakes and so on. But the phrase funeral party has a bit of oxymoronical or not hypocritical, contradictory nature to it. So I'm amused at the phrasing in the sense that it sounds like there's a bit of celebration but also sadness at the same time. So yeah, ultimately I'll try to pick up what I can from either, but both of them are minimal enough. One is a one-word title. Those are very difficult to get a sense of in advance, and even the idea of a funeral party can go different ways in terms of different emotions, and given the flavor thematically of the album so far, I would expect there to be some underbelly or nuanced nature to the way a funeral party is discussed. So let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is the Cure Funeral Party, or rather The Funeral Party, followed by Doubt. Does sound a bit processional. Hollowing out. Oh, I apologize. Like my player had like a repeat one thing on, so let me go to the very end there. I do apologize, but we'll hear the transition. Okay. Yeah, very different. I was like, there's no way the piece starts identically to the previous one. Mea culpa. That bass line.
Draw your cross, you know, red comes to
So yeah, I'm gonna work backward. The doubt song here, it does sound like there's not only the idea of maybe not having the same fear of God and kneeling next to someone or beside someone as we heard near the end of the track, but the idea of like closing your eyes and touching yourself. It speaks to epistemology on some level, like, you if you close your eyes, do you cease to exist? Is it not real? Like, is what you're seeing as real as something that's tangible? So it seems like the narrator is exploring exactly what he can know and how he knows it. So yeah, whether that's just in a broader like cultural sense or whether it is indeed down to the empirical and needing to feel something even though you can't see it to know it's there, I feel like there is some conceptual relevance there. Nevertheless, I like the post-punk styling to this one, another one that has a bit of that post-punk feel. Also, the vocals in a couple places in particular, he does that, slightly going outside the lines or outside the melodic pocket, and you can sort of feel the tension, and perhaps that's expressive of the way that he's trying to break free of the systems of faith and belief and community that he feels aren't reflective of what he's seeing and feeling inside. But yeah, ultimately I like there were some points near the end where it sounds like there were probably backing vocals. I suppose they could be layered vocals from Robert, but it sounded like maybe it was like a different voice just kind of doing a supporting and a bit haunting vocal in the background. So I like the energy. This is one that I would say more than the Funeral Party track has a like classic Cure sound as I've come to know it. Again, I'm like really hesitant to use that phrase just because I'm still very new to their material, but with the songs and albums I've gone through so far, this seems very much in their wheelhouse. The first track has a bit more of that haunted, slower, down-tempo type of sonic atmosphere. Ultimately, the lyrics in that one I am curious about. Like, we hear the idea of someone both dancing at a funeral party, but also, what was it? Was it praying? I forget what the second term was, but it was like, let's say, more subdued and appropriate to the idea of the funeral party. But then it also seemed like there was a generational contrast going on, that like young people were kind of going along with what was happening and like feeling sad maybe, but then seeing adults dance at the party. So maybe, again, there's a disconnect between what is supposed to be felt and understood in this moment and what someone who was younger was experiencing, or maybe recognizing that people, when they're older, they engage in things in ways that are perhaps running afoul of what is taught to young folks. So it does seem to very much express the tensions and the contrast that have characterized what I've caught from the theme so far. And again, shout out to AK and others who've talked about the lyrics on the album so far. But again, both tracks seem to be very much in the general framework of this album. So lyrically, certainly, it feels like a concept album, like, from beginning to end so far. So yeah, very enjoyable. And as I said, I like there's been both wheelhouse Cure tracks and tracks that seem to be taking steps in other sonic directions. Certainly the Funeral Party track had that almost church-style organ, those like organ pads that were, sort of backing the slow-moving percussion of the tune. So yeah, maybe that is again something that's working both sonically and thematically. Nevertheless, Luca, I do have to get up now, but let me know what you think about either of those tunes. Sorry again for that moment where, because again, the FLAC files I have to play in my VLC player, and the VLC has like a loop button, but you can set it to loop everything or just one thing. And I guess I thought I had cleared it and made it no loop, but I just set it to the one loop. So I knew, because the moment the next track, what it was supposed to be, started, it was like, wait, I get that these might link one to the other, but this is identical to the starting of the first tune. It's like, oh wait, it actually is the starting of the first tune. So in any case, apologies for that. Do let me know what you think, and Luca, the sleepy cat, and I will see you next time. Peace.